Some disturbing photos released on Friday by Deadspin of the injury sustained by Nicole Holder at the hands of Greg Hardy. At the time, he was a Panthers defensive end. Of course, now he's a star for the Cowboys. I'm Brian Clark at CineSport, talking about this with Paul Newberry of the AP. And Paul, the situation has played out in the legal system. His record's been expunged. He was initially suspended 10 games by the NFL. An arbitrator knocked that down to 4. What do you make of all this and these pictures that have come out?
Well, this sort of confirms what the NFL, when they issued their initial 10-game suspension, they talked of some pretty horrific injuries suffered by Nicole Holder, and these photos sure seem to bear that out, the ones released today by Deadspin. A lot of, pretty severe bruising all over the body, face, arms, back, even the feet. So we all suspected something pretty bad happened that night, and these photos now out there for the public sort of confirm that.
So knowing that the NFL saw these pictures and suspended Hardy for 10 games before it got knocked down, not their doing, but the arbitrator, can you almost say they did what they could have done, and now it's really on the Cowboys that they choose to employ Greg Hardy?
Yeah, I think the big question that comes out of all this is the Cowboys' decision to sign Greg Hardy, how much they knew about it. We know the NFL had seen these photos. They referenced these photos when they issued the initial 10-game suspension. And as you mentioned, that was before their new personal conduct policy that allows for stricter penalties, tougher penalties for these kind of cases. So it was knocked down by an arbitrator, but I think it's the Cowboys who will definitely be facing the issues, not so much the NFL itself, over their decision to sign Hardy.
And finally, is it almost problematic for all of us to, you look at the Ray Rice case, he was initially suspended 2 games, then when the video came out, he was immediately released, and now something similar. We knew a terrible thing happened, but now that we saw the photos, we're doubling down on, okay, this is awful. What does it say that we have to see the pictures or videos to make this kind of judgment?
It's almost the world we live in these days, You expect to have photos or videos of everything. It's almost like, the crime shows on television, that the scientific evidence will always, prove cases beyond a shadow of a doubt. And for some reason that now seems to be our standard, not just that somebody makes accusations. And obviously there are sometimes false accusations. So I think it kind of helps when you see the sort of photographic or video evidence to back it up. And, now we sort of have that in the Greg Hardy case.
That's Paul Newberry of the AP. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.